What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be working on the hatch. I am going to be putting in the new Speed Factory Detent Springs, and they look like these. There's no part number for it, but you can find on their site. These you swap it out with the factory springs and you have a more natural feel to it. And these springs are actually pretty stiff, so I'll compare them once I pull them out. First thing we need to do is make sure the cars are neutral. Well, actually, I don't think it matters, but we will do it anyways. There we go. It's super easy to install. All you have to do is have the car jacked up, of course. And we're gonna go underneath the car. All right, so here we are underneath the car. We're gonna be taking out these two bolts. And behind each of these, there's a spring and a ball. Make sure when you take this bolt out, don't drop the ball, don't lose the ball. This is where the little shift rod selectors are, if you ever take it off transmission. And we're gonna be replacing the springs that go right behind here. And let me put this camera down real quick. So what you're gonna need is a 12 to break these loose. Use the extension. Do this first one. There we go. So there's a little ball and a spring. You can see that. Let me wipe this off real quick. This is out. I'm doing one at a time. There's a spring that's right here. And in comparison, the new Speed Factory one is slightly taller. Check out the factory spring. It's still, you know, it's a little bit stiff, but it's not as stiff as this new one right here. Oh wow. Yeah, so it's definitely gonna go into gear a lot better. I'm gonna clean this off, and this ball goes right on top. Put this in, screw it in my hand, and then tighten it. Super easy. Shouldn't take you any longer. Shouldn't take you longer than like 5 minutes. There is a little bit of transmission fluid that came out, so that's what you don't want to lose. So both are in now, and you want to make sure that the car will still go into gear. So let's see. Oh wow, that thing, you can see it. I'm gonna drop the car down and add transmission fluid because it needs it. Now we can start by putting in the transmission fluid. The easiest way is through the speed sensor, or what a lot of people do is fill it through the fill hole. What I'm gonna do is take off the intake arm. The stirrup bar can stay here, just unplug all this stuff. And then we're gonna be filling it through the speed sensor hole. So all you have to do is take out the speed sensor, get a huge funnel like one of these, and then put in like 2.2, 2.3 quarts. And then that should be enough for the transmission. The correct way of doing this is actually filling it through the fill hole until it comes out, but this is how I've always done on my single cams and B series and K series, the same thing. Actually, you know, K series, yeah, we actually do it through the fill hole. And this one, we're just gonna have to take off all this just to gain access to it. Take out that 10 mil for the speed sensor and run the huge funnel and pour it in. And it's ready to go. Boom, all off. Fun fact, these B16 A2 intake arms, you can actually still buy brand new from Honda. And I bought a brand new clamp. The only thing you can't get is this little like silencer or resonator tube. They are actually discontinued. So in order for me to get one of these, so I get the car barred, I'm not even sure if they even checked that. I actually bought like, I went to the junkyard, tried a single cam one, doesn't fit, so I bought like 2 B16 intake arms just for this piece on eBay. And yeah, these come on the CRVs also. They don't sell these from Honda anymore. And they're just one of those things where I was like, dude, I need it, and I don't have a gaping hole right there. Yeah, that was kind of a headache, but speed sensor's down there. All the way down there. Pull that out. Put the funnel in, and that's it. And the easiest way to take out that 10mm bolt is by using a long ass 3/8 extension or whatever you have. This is like 3 feet, I think, 3-foot extension, and that's what it looks like. These are breaking loose, just like that. Now all we're gonna do is add fluid. There we go. Don't forget to tighten up your drain bolt either. And what I like doing is letting the bottle sit. That's it. After you added transmission fluid, put everything back, and voila. Car on the ground now. Let's hop in the car and see how the shifter feels. I've heard a lot of good things about these springs. Let's see how it feels. I heard a lot of good things about these springs, and they feel a lot notchier, like you know when you're in gear. So let's see. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, and then a reverse. Okay, not gonna lie, it's a huge difference. I wouldn't say like a huge difference, but you could definitely feel it. You know when the car actually goes into gear. So there's first, second, and then third, fourth, third, fourth, fifth. And you know when the car's in gear. Like it goes into gear a lot. How'd you say it? More notchier, or it just feels a lot better. This is probably like the best $30 you can do, as in like a transmission upgrade. Feels really good. I think I paid $30 for these. I forgot, but yeah, it's a pretty huge difference, not gonna lie. And it all does depend on your knob too. This is a pretty light knob, and most of the time with the heavier knob, you could feel the car going to gear. But this thing doesn't weigh anything, this Duracon spoon knob, and going to gear, it feels like the car actually has like a weighted shifter on it. This shifter does have a little bit more slop because I reverted all back to OEM bushings. So we're talking about OEM stabilizer bushings, OEM. So the one on the transmission, the one back here, and also the U-joint. I have a brand new B16 linkage, so the U-joint is like brand new. And of course the hybrid racing shifter doesn't use the bushing down here. It's just a spherical bearing, and this thing feels super good. Would I recommend it? Yeah, honestly, best $30. Super easy to install. You will lose a little bit of transmission fluid, but just pop those in real quick, take it out, swap it over, and good to go. And let's just make sure it goes into gear, because doing stuff like this is kind of sketchy. Rev it real quick. Pretty loud. Anyway, so I let this thing warm up, since it was actually kind of warmed up now. Shouldn't rev that closer, but it's alright. So don't let this, just keep building. Stay tuned for upcoming videos. I've been pushing a lot more videos out. If you guys noticed, I'm kind of back on that YouTube grind, so I appreciate you guys always watching my videos and buying stuff from my store. So really appreciate you guys. Peace.